Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Shadowswelm here, and gonna be doing a video for the new free week rotation champions. So let's jump right into things, shall we? So the following champions are free this week. This is week 39 of season 3 rather. If I'm reading that correctly. Season 3 week, 39th week of season 3. So yeah, anyway, let's jump right into things. So we get Kha'Zix, who's a nice jungle support champion. He's a little difficult on how to play, but not too difficult. Can be very, very, very good support with his silence as well as his fear, his drain life. All the things that he has are nice and beneficial. They kind of are what you want in your support. The only thing is he can't heal you or give you mana, like say, Soraka can, for instance, or, Sona. Jax, who we all know and hate, can snowball very, very, very rapidly, can be very, very tanky, and dish out a ton of damage in mere seconds. That's if not dealt with properly. Un momento, por favor. Thank you. So yeah, after Jax, then we have Taric, who, nice strong support. A lot of health, a lot of armor, can get a lot of magic resist. He can heal you. He can give you armor. He can buff the rest of your allies with his ultimate. He can stun for you. What else is there to not like about Taric if he's on your team? If he's on the enemy's team, you have to watch out for his stuns, his heals, the buffing of his allies, all of that stuff. He's just due to his gems, he's just truly, truly outrageous. Next we have Vayne, who could be like, oh, look, you got a Vayne, lol. Or, oh, you have a Vayne. Shit. Could be one of those two things. It's not, oh, look, you have a Vayne. Ow, 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 she hurts. It's always, oh, look, you have a Vayne, that's cute. Or, oh, look, you have a Vayne. Ow, 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 that hurts. It's not a mixture of the two. She can be, very, very good if played properly, but, if you're somebody like me and you don't play Vayne all that often, yeah, chances are you won't really be all that good with her. Then we've got Fizz, who, Fizz, he can be jungle. I've seen him be jungle, but not that great at it. But, he's more of a good melee champ, a good middle melee champion, I should say. Again, he is melee, but you know what? He's a slippery bastard to deal with and fun as hell to play. The few times I have gotten to play him, they've all been because, he's on free week, and not only that, but he's just fun. I've gone like 6-0 with him before. He's just fun to play and feels overpowered when you play him, but he's not overpowered at all. When dealing with him, can be a giant nuisance, or again like Vayne, oh look, you have a Fizz, that's cute. But yeah, that's all I gotta say for him. Lulu, nice support. I'm not even gonna lie, she's almost what you want in a support as well, just like Fiddlesticks. She can give your teammates a shield, she can buff their health for, a good, 30 seconds or so. Which also gives a nice, small AoE knockback, and, it's a big disruption. She can cheap people, where, I guess, polymorph them. She can slow enemies down, make, invisible people that are about to go invisible, visible with, I believe it's help picks. She can slow them down. She can do a bunch of stuff that's just great to have with, as a support. She can't shield turrets like Janna can, but damn, can her shields, absorb a lot of damage. Next we have Rengar, who, pretty good jungler, not gonna lie. Again, it's another one of those situations, in my opinion, where it's like, oh look, you have a Rengar, he's cute. And then he can transition to, ow, 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 that hurts, ow, ow, ow. Much like Jax. He's a little difficult to play, not gonna lie, he's a little difficult to play, a little difficult to learn. But once you have his, stealth mechanic and the leap mechanic from his passive down, oh my god, are you just deadly. He can absorb a lot of damage, and he can dish out all at the same time. Plus with his net, if you have 5 Fury and, I believe it's Fury anyway, that says mechanic. If you have 5 of it and you toss your net at somebody, they're rooted in place for a good, second and a half. Do you know how much damage you can do in that second and a half? A lot. Then you have Kha'Zix, who's just an overall good assassin. He's a little on the squishy side, not gonna lie, he's a little squishy, a little difficult to play, just like Rengar is. But once you have his mechanics down as well, and you realize, for your Q to be, very deadly, you have to have your target isolated. It's not that hard to get your target isolated. Focus the ADC, focus the support. Oh look, they're suddenly isolated. Oh look, your Q just, hits for, 2/4 of their health. Well, half their health, 3/4 of their health, somewhere around there. It hurts. It hurts a lot. And then you can, stealth in, kill them, stealth right back out with your ult. So very, very nice assassin. Again, a little difficult to play, a little difficult to learn, and difficult to, go up against, but not just, completely insane to deal with. Lissandra, who I've done 2 videos for already. If you want to check out my most recent one, click the annotation in the top left. All I will say about her is, good mage. Her spells can seem a little wonky at first, but she's got good escape. She's got good crowd control. With her ult being able to be cast on herself to last even, a second longer for doing a second more worth of damage, that's damn good. Makes her invulnerable and deals AoE damage around her in a nice big area of effect. You guys will see it when you pop her ult. But yeah, if you want to know my full thoughts on her, click the annotation in the top left. It'll take you right to the videos newest video I made about her. Then we've got Lucian, who, in my opinion, he's not as strong as he could be. They did kind of buff him in a way, but I feel he's still lacking, and I just can't tell where. I think just in the total, in his AD, in his just passive AD, I think that's still a little too low. I think they need to buff him, I believe it's 2 AD per level or something like that. Just buff it to 2.5. Just make his AD scale a little better with his abilities as well. Because, they don't do enough damage in my opinion. Again, that's completely my opinion, personal preference on that one. I think he just doesn't do enough damage to justify, the cost they want for him at this present time. But, he's still a good champion overall. He's a little difficult to play. He's easy as hell to lane against if the player doesn't know what they're doing as Lucian, but if you get a good Lucian to go up against, oh my god, are you guys going to be just, duking it out. Other than that, those are my thoughts on the champions, and, if you guys are wondering why they pick the champions they pick for free week, let's just go ahead and read. Gonna go ahead and just go over the champion rotation goals. I'll put a link in the description down below so you guys can read the whole, Q&A, stuff like that. But this post was made, January 13th, 3 years ago. Just keep that one in mind. So, there are 3 goals for the champion rotations. Number 1, give new players some simple champions to play. Look at the difficulty for Lucian and Lissandra. Not all that easy. By their standards, they are not all that easy. But yet, it says right here, give new players some simple champions to play. Again, the mechanics of Lucian and Lissandra do not make them simple whatsoever. Number 2, provide a balance of types of champions for new players. By that they mean support, melee, supports, assassins, fighters, marksmen, mages, stuff like that. There's a good mix in here already. That's good. And their further reasoning on that, this allows new players to make balanced teams. If they're new players, they won't really know what a balanced team is. And then number 3, allow players to preview all champions eventually. Given these goals, we look at player feedback and decide which champions should be free next week. That allows us to meet these goals. So they do listen to our feedback on, the forums, videos, stuff like that. Personally, again, I feel Lucian can do, they should buff his AD ratio on his abilities or something like that, or just give him more flat AD. Because again, I feel versus, say, somebody like Vayne, You know, Jax doesn't gain anywhere near, or not Jax, Lucian doesn't gain anywhere near as much AD just passively. You know, Draven, he is in a whole another league, but, you know, against other ADCs, I just feel Lucian doesn't quite make the cut. But that's it, guys. My name has been Shadowswalm. There'll be more videos coming up in the future. And as always, I will talk to you all next time.